On January 26, 1972, a Yugoslav Airlines DC-9 exploded over what is now the Czech Republic, killing everyone on board. Well, almost everyone. 22-year-old flight attendant Vesna Vulovic survived not only the explosion, but also the resulting fall from over 33,000 feet without a parachute. JAT Flight 367 was en route from Stockholm to Belgrade, in modern-day Serbia. At 4:01 p.m., an explosion tore through the baggage compartment, tearing the aircraft into 3 pieces. The cabin immediately depressurized, sucking passengers and flight crew out of the plane, sending them into a terrifying fall towards the ground. Vesna was still in the plane's fuselage as it plummeted toward the ground. It landed in a heavily wooded and snow-covered mountainside, which cushioned the impact. Her screams attracted the attention of a local villager, who had been a medic during World War II. He was able to keep her alive until rescuers arrived. Vesna spent several days in a coma. She had a grim list of injuries: a fractured skull, cerebral hemorrhage, 2 broken legs, and 3 broken vertebrae. Her pelvis was fractured and was temporarily paralyzed from the waist down. She did not remember anything about the crash until a month later. When shown a newspaper headline about the crash, she immediately fainted and had to be tranquilized. After undergoing several operations over the next 10 months, Vesna was eventually able to walk again, albeit with a slight limp. So how did she miraculously survive this fall from 33,000 feet? Investigators attributed Vesna's survival to a food trolley. They theorized it pinned her against the fuselage as it broke away from the rest of the aircraft and descended rapidly towards the ground. The fuselage landed at a favorable angle in the snow. Her physicians concluded Vesna's low blood pressure caused her to pass out quickly after the cabin depressurized, and this kept her heart from bursting on impact. The Yugoslav authorities tried to determine who was responsible for bringing down Flight 367. They suspected Croatian nationalists for the bombing. One man called a Swedish newspaper to claim responsibility. But ultimately, no arrests were ever made. In September 1972, Vesna expressed a willingness to return to work. The airline, however, felt her presence on flights would attract too much publicity and instead offered her a desk job. In 1985, the Guinness Book of World Records recognized Vesna as a world record holder for surviving the highest fall without a parachute, 33,330 feet, or just over 6.5 miles. In an interview toward the end of her life, Vesna lamented, "I don't know what to say when people say I was lucky." Her parents both died within a few years of the incident, and she believed they would still be alive if she hadn't been on the plane that day. Vesna passed away shortly before Christmas in 2016, aged just 66.